Hello everyone, my name is Hartsuyker, and today my topic's a little bit more focused on more of a student perspective and a difficulty that faces a lot of students that I know, and that is finding a balance between your extracurricular activities and your studies generally. But firstly, myself as a student, I'm 20 years old, I come from Coffs Harbour down the coast. I'm in my second year of a Law and Commerce degree. I'm the president of the Bond University Law Students Association, and I am an advocate for the universal benefits of telling dad jokes. If any of you don't believe me, I'd love to have a discussion with you later and prove how much of a passionate supporter of dad jokes that I really am. So this challenge that I've faced and that I know a lot of my colleagues and peers have faced is that there is a difficulty in finding a balance between your actual coursework and then the things you do outside of the classroom, and ensuring that while you are becoming involved in these extracurricular activities, that you aren't becoming overworked and you aren't putting your schoolwork, letting it fall by the wayside. So how I personally have addressed this issue, I've recognised that a lot of my tasks, both extracurricular and coursework, take a lot longer than anticipated to complete. I'm sure that this is something that a lot of people in the room have faced at some time or another. So personally, I've made a concerted effort to begin tasks a little bit earlier than I normally would, just ensuring that I do give that little bit of a buffer, and I've attempted to work a little bit more productively with my time. How well has this worked? Not overly well. Have any of us made a decision and then gotten stuck with it, and then it's been a little bit too late to change your answer? It was C, I reckon. What did I learn? What did I learn from this mistake of just doing these two things to try and address the problem? Well, as part of my presidential role, there were a lot of new tasks that would pop up from time to time that required immediate attention. So it meant that coursework would have to fall down by the wayside, and I'm sure that this is something that everyone else can relate to again. So while I did complete my assignments and most of my extracurricular things on time and to a certain standard, my general week-to-week coursework, such as ensuring that I stay up to date with lectures, that I prepare effectively for tutorials, they did suffer, and they didn't quite go as well as I would have liked them to. So addressing the problem, I spoke to a number of people who've had difficulties in balancing their coursework with their extracurricular activities, and I've come up with a few do's and don'ts. For do's, plan ahead. Think about your tasks, both extracurricular and coursework, and ensure that you've got a good plan. Use your time effectively, use a diary, and prioritise your tasks based on their importance and their immediacy. I've had a few teachers tell me about a bit of a matrix that they create where if you've got certain tasks, they may be important, but they may not be immediately necessary. You may not need to address them straight away. And so ensuring that you have everything in an appropriate place in your mind in terms of how important it is. The don'ts in taking this approach. Don't expect everything to go as planned. As I said, and as I'm sure all of you know, things do pop up unexpectedly and things take longer than expected. Don't forget to account for unexpected delays and distractions, and don't unnecessarily waste time, because all of us need free time from time to time. So where to from here? What I would do is I encourage anyone who has had difficulty with balancing their time to take a more structured commitment to their studies and extracurricular tasks, rather than simply addressing things task by task. And by doing this personally, I've already found that I have a clearer plan on how to get things done effectively and efficiently. And I'm hoping that in the future, by taking a more structured approach, I don't let the coursework fall by the wayside. So thank you everybody for your time. I'd love to answer any questions that you have later on.